And like Yoni said, it is basically the culmination of a workshop that took place over 3 days at the beginning of this week. A workshop that was organized by Yoni and Professor Michel Kulbeki, who will be here talking a little bit later, with seamless logistic support by Shachar Malamud. And the symposium did take place at the RUI, the Inter-University Institute for Marine Sciences in Eilat, and it was attended by a number of international and Israeli scientists and students with an interest in abundance of organisms in general, and abundance of coral reef fishes in particular. Okay. And if we're talking about abundance, we're necessarily implying having to go out and count. Okay? And when it comes to counting fish, it's not that simple. And as captured by this quote that basically equates the counting of fish to the counting of trees, with two exceptions. One, they're invisible, and two, they are hard to keep moving. Okay, so with this in mind, when we look at the data set, which comprises basically the empirical framework with which we hope to address the questions of interest, this data set is quite impressive. Okay, we're talking data on close to 3 million fish that were counted over, I don't know, the past 20 some odd years by relatively few people, most of them who are sitting here and some of them who you will be hearing a bit later on. Okay, so close to 3 million species belonging to 1,800 species. Okay, these fish were counted over 107 locations across the Atlantic and the Indo-Pacific, spread out over 428 sites and over 10,000 transects. Okay, so a lot of sampling effort went into producing this data set, which enables us, because of its scope, allows us to address questions at a global scale. Okay, and some of these questions, some of them that were kind of raised during the workshop, during these days up down in Eilat, want to look at what happens to species and functional loss as consequences of habitat degradation, the effect of humans on fish biogeography, okay, factors that limit population sizes, okay, the population sizes of fish, and so on and so forth. Okay, and all of these, given the vastness of the data set, we're able to address at a global scale. Okay, but these questions that form only part of an increasing investment of interest and resources into research in the research of coral reef fish, of the coral reef ecosystem in general. Okay, and it's a surprising ecosystem. In terms of area, it is relatively small. It consists of less than 0.2% of the surface area of the oceans. If we lump it all together, we get something about the cumulative size of this circle over here. Okay, but yet meter for meter, coral reefs constitute probably the most diverse marine environment. Okay, Now, surprisingly, the diversity is not contributed by the corals that build it. Okay, there is a total of about 1,000 species of stony corals which make up these reefs. Okay, but most of the diversity comes from the organisms which live in association with these reefs. Okay, so for example, fish, with which we are interested, we're talking about over 5,000 species of fish that live in association with coral reefs. Okay, and this constitutes more than about a third of the number of marine fishes. Okay, so a big chunk of the fishes that swim in the seas live in association with coral reefs. Now, unfortunately, a lot of the interest in coral reefs is due to the degradation which it is experiencing at the moment, and which it is projected to be experiencing over the coming decades. Degradation due to overfishing, destructive fishing, pollution, be it marine-based or watershed-based, okay, and coastal development. And all of these factors pulled together are having a major effect on the reefs around the globe today. Just to impress upon you here, we got this histogram. Okay, we're looking at the area of reefs from around the world, the Atlantic, Australia, and so forth. Okay, broken down to the risk they are facing due to these onslaughts. Okay, and we can see that some places the damage or the risk being faced by this ecosystem is quite intense. Okay, especially here in Southeast Asia, in the Pacific, and the Atlantic. And of course, there is the humanitarian side to this as well, right? The humanitarian / financial. Coral reefs are providing, okay, for the livelihood of millions of people around the world. Okay, and we can actually place, okay, dollar values on the different ways that this ecosystem is serving people around the world. Be it close to $10 billion that come in from income that comes from tourism and recreation. The physical protection that reefs are providing, coastal habitats. Okay, the fisheries which are being supported by these coral reefs, again, close to $6 billion, and the biodiversity itself, which can also be translated into money. All of these are at risk. Okay, and it is this which is driving, for example, workshops like the one we've attended at the beginning of this week. Okay, so I'm gonna stop here and just with the slide showing us the timetable of what is waiting for us for the rest of the evenings, with the hope that you enjoy it. I'll ask Udi to come and